you know, I feel very strongly about Pottersville, and I think people should know about it. I didn't know what to expect the first time I came. Just like most people don't, they just, Pottersville, well, where are the markers? You know, I know Juanita said she came by here the other day with some women from Covington Place. And, well, that can't be a cemetery. There's nothing there, you know. They expect to see markers and things, and it just don't happen. It just don't happen.
I would say that 80% of Jefferson County does not know that we have a county cemetery, a pauper cemetery. In fact, many of the surrounding counties don't have cemeteries. I mean, most of the counties in Alabama don't have a county cemetery.
I guess for me it's about a 25-mile drive from Homewood all the way up to almost the Jefferson County line. A tiny little town called Morris that I had never heard of prior to reading the first article in the newspaper that I came across about the Pottersfield.
And I've got those scrapbooks. I got them out again last night and read the big article that was in the Birmingham News in June of 2001, and it's a great article. And you wonder when articles like that are in the paper, why people don't think more about them. But I guess, well, you know, that don't concern me, and they maybe read it or maybe don't read it and go on about the business.
We've buried shooting victims. We've buried people that have died from drug overdoses. We've buried people that have been burned to death. Spousal abuse. You can come and go to the cemetery. You can go to the funeral service out there when we do the county burials. Anybody is welcome. But basically, I get very few people from outside families that will call and say, "Hey, can I come out to some hospice people?" Sometimes you get a nursing home staff that's going to attach to a person. Department of DHR will sometimes send out a couple people. But basically, it's open to everybody, but we get very few.
There's several of us that go, but we always have at least 2 people to go, because otherwise the people that dig the grave and the chaplain is the only person there.
I've been knowing that the pauper cemetery was here for I don't know how many years. I had never really, I guess, been down here until I started coming about 6 years ago with Juanita.
One day I picked up one section of the newspaper, a back section, and read one article. And the article was about Juanita Crow and some of her friends from the beautification board that had taken on the responsibility of attending all the funerals here at the Pottersfield. Juanita had, I guess, seen an article or on television about the baby that was found in the dumpster, and she felt very moved.
And I have no idea why that one hit me like it did, because usually you read it all the time. But I guess because the baby.
And that's when she started coming in. I don't know how long she came before she drugged the volunteers from the beautification board into it.
I was going to be there while the funeral was going on. They're not going to be buried without me there, or without somebody there, not just me. But knowing that somebody cares could mean a lot.
I mean, these people are going to be laid to rest in a literally a pressboard casket inside a body bag, covered up. They're transported from here to the cemetery in a county truck, and their graves are marked with a coffee can filled with concrete with a number on top of it. And for herever after, in the master logbook, the cemetery master logbook, their number, they have a name beside the number. But that's how their graves are marked. It's not an Elmwood experience. It's literally the least of those among us. Destroy in this mountain the covering that is cast over all the peoples, the veil that is spread over all the nations. He will swallow up death forever, and the Lord God will wipe away tears from all faces. The reproach of his people he will take away from all the earth. The Lord has spoken. We said on the day, lo, this is our God. We have waited for him that he might save us. This is the Lord. We have waited for him. Let us be glad and rejoice in his salvation.
I am but one, but I am one. I can't do everything, but I can do something. What I can do, I should do. And there's a lot of power in that. If each of us cares a little bit more about the people that are around us, then maybe there won't be people, or as many people, who have to die alone or live alone. I'm not sure which is worse.
Won't you bear me over till another year? What is this that I can't see with ice cold hands taking hold of me? Where I am death, none can excel. I'll open the door to heaven or hell. Oh, death, someone would pray, won't you pass me over for another day? The children prayed, the preacher preached, time and mercy is out of your reach. I'll fix your feet so you can't walk. I'll lock your jaw so you can't talk. I'll close your eyes so you can't see this very hour. Come go with me.